Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And we are underway from Kansas City. Pulls it in at the 13.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down.
And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Going for it with Sanders. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
I don't believe that that was called right here in the moment. I believe this was called during practice this week, that he was going to decide to be aggressive even on his own side of the field.
Just, you mean because it's the opening drive? Maybe they had this scripted?
I think that he just talked about it with his team and said, listen, I'm confident in you. If we end up in this situation, we'll go for it early just to set a tone in this game. But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And a short gain down to about the 33. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
To throw is Murray. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the 1st, Charles.
and you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 30 yards. And the Bats put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. That is caught by Thielen.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
It's a big play for the Jaguars.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now Chubb running right. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On 1st down, Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Wentz. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll try again with Chubb. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Nick Chubb, as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Jags are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, Charles, they were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Fielded right around the 8. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's Wentz to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. Keyshawn Johnson, 60 yards. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from Jacksonville. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Throwing Jones. He completes it to Olave. Touchdown, Giants. Chris Olave, 71 yards. And the Giants will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
Wentz now on first down. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Throwing is Wentz. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Wentz now to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bats are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. He's at the 30. 10. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now Jones sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Donald Parham from 3 yards out. And the Giants have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Wentz. Open man is Keyshawn Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more there and another 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Second and 5 now. Wentz, he finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he is going to lose yardage here. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Wentz going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Jones throwing to start the drive. Flush to his right. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Hey, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run with 6. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Finding Nick Chubb on the slant. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Wentz's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up a throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this third quarter of play. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They run it again with Chubb. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Sly able to put this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Fields this way up at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now a play fake here on first down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. A third quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Jones throw caught by Olave. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Hits him in stride. Yeah, the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle from 3 yards out. And the Giants get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Play action. Now Wentz. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10. On play action, it's Wentz. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. and now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll buy some time right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Play fake. Murray. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Derek Brown. And there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to do it with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jamar Chase, 46 yards. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Not going to take the snap here. Instead, he turns and calls a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Wentz now on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Wentz. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
no surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Wentz.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. Well, really not much secret there. Third and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because third and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Murray now on first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray.
Finding Kyle Pitts running the slant.